It's everyone's friend, it's Tyler. He's your only black friend, so he's your best black friend. I wouldn't trade him for another black friend, because black friends are rare, as you should be aware. He smiles like Richard Pryor, so just sit and stare. It's everyone's friend, it's Tyler. It's everyone's friend, it's Tyler.
Social justice warriors on Twitter are using the hashtag #ResistCapitalism to resist capitalism.
Capitalism didn't create phones. Capitalism didn't create Twitter. The people's labor created all these things. Hashtag resist capitalism.
But people created phones and Twitter for cash. So it is actually a byproduct of capitalism.
Racism cannot be separated from capitalism. Hashtag resist capitalism.
While it's true that slaves were brought and sold, that still does not mean that capitalism itself was inherently racist. It means that people used that tool to sell slaves. Even before slavery in America, people had slaves without buying slaves in the past, including Islamic slaves and other slaves before money was actually created. So, what is your point?
Resist capitalism because capitalism is inherently sexist, racist, classist, ableist, and ageist. It is universally the most oppressive force.
Actually, the most oppressive force in the entire world right now is actually communism, with over 100 million dead because of communism. But hey, that capitalism though is just so evil.
Resist capitalism because education, healthcare, housing, and a decent life are rights that should be given to everyone.
Education in this country is paid through tax dollars, so people actually get education for free from elementary school to high school. As far as healthcare is concerned, how do you expect not to get healthcare without any kind of money? It's just not even possible. You either need money from your own fucking pockets or by tax dollars, so you still have to pay for healthcare. For housing, you could either build it or hire somebody else to build it for you. Even if you were to build it yourself, you still need to purchase materials to build that house.
Resist capitalism. It makes it very difficult for women and females to escape abusive relationships since they lose shelter, etc.
Abusive relationships are a byproduct of being abusive, not because of capitalism. I mean, if a person is rich, they can abuse you, and if a person is poor, they can abuse you.
Watch when resist capitalism starts trending, it'll be flooded with conservatives and liberals claiming it's ironic that we use technology.
That is because it is ironic. I mean, how can you resist capitalism by contributing to capitalism?
Poverty is violence, homelessness is violence, inaccessibility to healthcare, education, and nutritious food is violence. Hashtag resist capitalism.
Those things are not violence, they're unfortunate circumstances.
Islamic terrorism is merely a symptom of imperialist exploitation. Muslims are not your enemy.
Islamic terrorism has always been there since its very foundation. I mean, Muhammad, he was a very peaceful guy until he started to, call for the death of non-believers. Also, jihad is the most peaceful thing ever. I mean, just so peaceful.
Capitalism is thinking paying taxes will protect you as a citizen, but then realizing half your money is spent on wars. Hashtag resist capitalism.
But paying taxes is not capitalism. It's actually, by definition, socialism.
If you don't realize that the biggest victims of capitalism are black and brown bodies, you're getting side-eye. Hashtag resist capitalism.
And guess what? Black people can also benefit from capitalism in this country.
Capitalism is why it's acceptable for a government to spend $7 trillion on weapons, but free healthcare is too expensive. Hashtag resist capitalism.
That is by definition corporatism. That is not capitalism whatsoever.
Resist capitalism because people are forced into horrible living conditions because of their social economic status.
Actually, their social economic status is the byproduct of their family and their living conditions, not because of capitalism. In conclusion, these guys are just stupid. Just really stupid. Protesting capitalism, yet using iPhones. Just wow. Just stupid.
It's everyone's friend, it's Tyler. He's your only black friend, so he's your best black friend. I wouldn't trade him for another black friend, because black friends are rare, as you should be aware. He smiles like Richard Pryor, so just sit and stare. It's everyone's friend, it's Tyler. It's everyone's friend, it's Tyler. It's everyone's friend, it's Tyler.